You're listening to Nick and Joe's Wrestling Recaps, a subsidiary of the Overcast, brought to you by Oversoul Gaming.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Recaps. Now, we went under some construction recently. As you can see by the title, it is no longer Nick and Jimmy's Wrestling Recaps. It is Nick and Joe's Wrestling Recaps. So, with that being said, Joe, welcome to the show as the new co-host.
I'm excited. Thank you.
You're welcome, dude. I mean, you've been a pretty consistent voice on the show as is. I only felt it was right to to ask you for a little context for the listeners. Jimmy, he works a security job and he's the manager and he has a lot of call outs. So he's busy every weekend and just realized that he wasn't able to make it work. So welcome, Joe, as the new co-host. All right. Let's get into it. We had starting out for WWE Night of Champions. We had Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes for the King of the Ring final. What were your thoughts on this match?
To be honest, I was hoping it was going to be Randy Orton simply because I'm over Cody at this point, and I would love to see Randy dethrone John. You know, I think it would only be poetic justice.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that. Me personally, I really didn't care who won this match. I like Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes equally. So the fact that Cody won is cool because now his theme song makes so much more sense. But the way Cody countered that RKO into a seamless crossroads was that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. I mean, here you got two guys that are, quite frankly, two of the most respected men in the locker room. You have two guys who have history being as they were both a part of Legacy at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you had a match last night where it was Master versus Student, and Student beat Master.
Yeah. The student has become the teacher.
I wouldn't go so far and say that just yet, but he's getting there.
Fair enough. Or the student has surpassed the teacher, I should say.
Yeah.
So I think Randy realized at some point in this match that he wasn't going to be able to win without attempting to cheat. Being the apex predator, the viper that he is. Randy Orton went and got a chair and then got caught by the referee. He's like, dude, you know better. He's like, you're right, I do. And as as the ref has his fucking back turned, he removes the padding from one of a top turnbuckle, exposing the steel in hopes to incapacitate Cody long enough to get the win. Well, that fucking backfired because Randy took that steel right to the rib cage.
Yeah, I think it's also worth noting that Randy took a nasty bump very early in the match and never could get the sting to go away, never could recover from it. And I think
Mm-hmm.
I I wouldn't be surprised if Randy was initially scheduled to win, but due to the bump and not being able to recover, I think I wouldn't be surprised if they had to make the change on the fly and say, "Okay, Cody, you're winning this."
Yeah, that makes sense.
I
But
mean, because
yeah, no,
he landed pretty nasty on the top, on his upper back, lower neck area,
yeah,
delivering
he
that
did.
suplex.
I mean, after his neck surgery that he had, or his back surgery that he had, yeah, that I could see where that was. That probably took that he might be put on the shelf for a while again. I don't know. Maybe.
And then,
Uh,
Randy's going soft too. I mean, Randy was he was definitely questioning himself quite a bit throughout that match last night on whether or not he was going to deliver the punt to Cody or not.
yeah. No, I mean, he made it very clear that he's got major respect for Cody and vice versa. They equally respect each other, but they would do whatever it takes to become king of the ring.
Yeah.
The next match we had on the card was Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight. Dude, this match, I didn't have any talking points for this match for notes, but this match was it was pretty good. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Raquel still can't beat Rhea in a singles match.
I wonder how Rhea's ribs are feeling after taking those kendo shots to the ribs with being
Oh,
tied in the ropes.
dude, I know.
And those were loud.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, you could tell by you could tell by how loud and how loud the crack was. You could tell that Raquel was putting some force behind those shots.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, all in all, I think, Rhea went out there and did what Rhea does and just puts on an absolute show. Raquel did, what she does. And, there's not a lot of women that can throw Rhea around the ring or outpower Rhea, but Raquel is
Ra-
one of them. And
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And then, of course, little Miss Roxanne Perez had to get involved.
yep. In
With
true Judgment Day fashion.
exactly. So, I mean, is she a full-fledged member of Judgment Day, or is she on like a probationary period?
I don't think it's probationary anymore. Liv is gone. Dom is gone. Finn Balor's taking over. I bet you when they come back, they're going to be met with a severance letter from the Judgment Day.
Hell, they're not even going to wait till they come back from injury. They're going to send it to them while they're out.
Right?
Well, at least now we know that, well, we could speculate that Roxanne is going to be the new tag team partner and will have her very first championship within WWE. Because I mean, Liv's supposed to be out for the next 6 months. So I mean, are they gonna strip Raquel, or are they just gonna bring Roxanne in to replace Liv? I think they're gonna bring in Roxanne to replace her.
Yeah, that would be the severance that I was referring to because I did hear that as well.
But all in all, it was a relatively entertaining match for the gals.
Oh yeah, it absolutely was.
That rib tied off the top rope on the table, that was nasty though.
I verbally cringed.
I'm surprised that table didn't break under the weight of Rhea and Raquel.
Yeah, no, this was a match for the books.
Oh yeah.
So the next match that we had on the card was actually one of my most anticipated matches, and because I've been waiting for a singles match. I mean, anyone would have sufficed, but I've been waiting for a singles match to happen for Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross. Now, I I knew a little bit about Karrion Kross before he came into the WWE. Thanks to a buddy of mine, Josh. Um, he is he's one of my old coworkers from when I was doing security. Um, he introduced me to a lot of like indie stuff that I would have never known about, like Danhausen, Killer Cross, a few other things. Um, Several other things actually, but those are the two that really come to mind. Um, Unless Sami Zayn did his homework, he knew absolutely he had no idea what he was walking into when he stepped through those ropes with Karrion Kross. I guarantee you he did though, because this was it was complete, it was mostly one-sided, but Karrion Kross ultimately came out on top, and I'm here for it.
Tell me how a guy who has only been used in promos for the last 3 to 4 months hasn't had a match in WWE in God knows how long
Yeah,
came out looking like he didn't have a shred of ring rust on him.
right. Yeah, no, dude, he's been itching to get into the ring.
Now, granted, we all know that he's had matches outside of WWE, Bloodsport, etc. But
Oh, yeah.
for this being his first match back in WWE in what, 6 months to a year?
Yeah.
I mean, the man looked absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, he really did. See, and
It's scary.
that's dude, he could give Brock Lesnar a run for his money. I would pay good money to see that match.
I mean, it's it's scary how just dominating Karrion Kross looked last night.
Yeah.
Because if he can come in after 6 months to a year, whatever, however long it's been, and put on that kind of a match, I mean, just imagine how much. I mean, it was almost like looking at the old Karrion Kross from NXT.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the Karrion Kross we got last night.
It definitely looks like it.
But it was Karrion Kross. I really hope that SmackDown comes back to Des Moines next year, or SmackDown or Raw, because I'd like to be on Netflix.
Right?
Oh, Doesn't matter if it's Raw or SmackDown. I just want to see Karrion Kross live. That would be
Oh,
fucking cool. The next match that we had on the card was Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship. Solo wasted no time and sucker punched Jacob right before the bell rang.
I mean, would you expect anything less from Solo?
No, but at least you'd think that Jacob would have too. So like this match, it was pretty evenly matched. Like they were. Don't get me wrong, Jacob Fatu is a fucking beast. They don't call him the Samoan werewolf for no reason.
Oh no, we got exactly what we were expecting out of this match, which was two guys who know how to put on one hell of a show, who know how to both deliver punishment and take punishment at the same time.
Yes.
I mean, this is one of those matches where, you know, good old Jim Ross calls it, you know, a slobber knocker, or, you know, the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. I mean, here are two guys that know what they're doing inside of a ring and know how to put on a show.
Absolutely, yes.
Now, am I going to sit there and say that, you know, it could have been worse? I mean, yeah, it could have been a lot worse than the way it turned out. Could it have been better? Sure. Solo could have lost. But, you know.
I could have gone without the return of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. They could have stayed gone. Yes, he did. Tonga Loa did.
I must have missed that then, because I only saw Solo, JC Mayo, Tonga Loa, and then Hikuleo showed up.
There was 4 of them that went up that ramp.
Yeah, Solo, JC Mateo, Tama Tonga, and then Hikuleo showing up, but I don't know what they're calling him nowadays.
I swore that was. I have no idea. I swore up and down that was Tonga Loa.
Tonga Loa didn't show up last night.
Okay. I must have missed that then.
But see, now it comes down to the fact of who's going to come to Jacob's rescue, or who's going to join Jacob now that Solo Sikoa seemingly has his new bloodline.
Here's my thing. Here's my personal opinion. They just need to let the bloodline storyline go.
It needs to die out.
It needs to fucking die. And I thought we were getting that. I thought this was the final piece of the bloodline that just needed to crumble, to shatter. But no, it's not. It is too far. It's been dragged out far too long.
I mean, what are we going on about 5 years now of, you know?
Yes. Like essentially. Yeah. Because when Roman Reigns came back at SummerSlam, he came back a heel in 2020 with Paul Heyman, I believe. That being said, the next match we had on the card was Jade Cargill versus Asuka for the Queen of the Ring finals.
I am A-okay with Jade winning.
Yeah, me too. She absolutely deserves it. Asuka has held so many titles in this company. Jade has yet to have a singles match for gold.
Well, I mean, it only makes sense for Jade to win Queen of the Ring because
Mhm.
now we're gonna get Jade versus Naomi at SummerSlam.
Oh man. Yeah, no, that's gonna be juicy.
And then, because basically, from what my understanding is whoever the winner was, they would face whoever the champion is at SummerSlam. So we're either going to get Naomi as champion by SummerSlam, or we're going to get a triple threat at SummerSlam, or we're going to get a match between Naomi and Jade for the number one contendership of who gets to face Tiffy next.
Yeah,
But either way, we're going to get Jade and Naomi down the line.
absolutely. It's coming.
As Jade always says, the storm is coming, and if I was Naomi at this point, I would run and tuck my tail.
Right? I mean, she's a fucking shit brick house.
She is. You know,
Like
she's
she's
I wouldn't be
undef
surprised if she's one of the strongest women in WWE right now.
right. Like it's fucking nuts. Like Asuka didn't need to win this match.
No.
She has nothing to prove. Jade is only like she hasn't even scratched the surface on making a name for herself.
Jade has everything to prove right now simply because she's still the rook
Yes.
in the locker room. She's still the fresh cut face, you know, she's still the newbie. She hasn't, for a lack of better terms, she hasn't put in the work yet.
No, she hasn't. And this is only the beginning for her. If she manages to capture the women's title in August at SummerSlam, then I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I think she deserves it.
Oh, it's only a matter of time before Jade wins gold. I
Yeah.
mean, it's only a matter of time. You know, it's just when do they decide to give it to her?
Yeah.
You know, when do they finally decide to say, okay, you're ready, go get it? You know,
Absolutely. So the last and final match that we had on the card was one of my most anticipated matches of this entire premium live event. It was CM Punk versus John Cena for the undisputed heavyweight championship. This was their 15th match together in the company. These two have a history. Did you happen to catch if you didn't catch SmackDown the night before, there was a clip that dude, fucking John
Punk
Cena
coming
called
out as
John
Dr.
John
Thugonomics.
John Cena called him a one-trick pony. Looks like John Cena ate them words.
Listen, Punk coming out Friday night dressed as the Doctor of Thugonomics.
In
That was,
Chicago sports gear nonetheless.
oh yeah.
But the one that the two things that he said that got me like phew, shots fired. He called me a player hater. Let's be honest. John Cena's buried more talent than The Undertaker. That's why
Oh
he's the
yeah.
champ. And he went and lost all his respect. But I'd retire too if this place went and hired my ex.
Yeah, they were definitely throwing shots at each other left
Oh
and
my
right.
God. Dude. And that's funny because I'm pretty sure Nikki Bella came back for Evolution 2 in
Oh yeah,
July.
Nikki's back. Now, as far as what kind of capacity Nikki's going to be in, who knows? I mean, are they going to bring back Nikki and then bring back Brie too and have the Bella Twins go for another
Another
round
run,
of tag team champions? You never know.
right?
But
But no, let's get into this match. Like this this match was good. I enjoyed it. I'm not very happy with the outcome, but I can't say I didn't see it coming. Seth Rollins and his goons, in true Seth Rollins fashion, came out and attacked CM Punk. John
I
Cena
mean,
had attacked the ref, so the ref was out. CM Punk would have had this match won.
oh yeah. I mean, poor Charles Robinson came running down to the ring and then
Fucking
just
got
gets
bulldozed.
blindsided.
Dude got fucking bulldozed by John Cena. A shit
I
brick
mean,
house.
you want to talk about one of the greatest referees of all time. I mean, Charles Robinson has taken a lot of bumps in his career, but
Yeah, he really has.
I think that was probably one of the worst bumps he's ever took.
Charles Robinson needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, he'll be there eventually. He'll go into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's been with the he's been with the company for a long, long time.
close to 20 years,
Hell yeah.
probably longer than that actually.
Yeah, it's okay. So there's one thing that kind of threw me off. Like, I understand that John Cena and CM Punk essentially had to team up to get rid of Rollins and his goons. But what the fuck was with the hug?
Beats me.
I feel like that was a genuine hug at first. Like they completely broke character. And then John Cena immediately went right back into the gimmick. Right back into his heel. I feel like that was a genuine hug.
And here's the thing, like Punk and Cena, these guys have a love-hate relationship, and they've had a love-hate relationship for 20 plus years. I mean,
Yeah.
But also what comes with that love-hate relationship is that genuine, sense of respect for one another.
Yeah.
And Punk has stated on numerous occasions the amount of respect that he has for Cena and vice versa.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I would not be surprised if we get a tag team match with Cena and Punk versus Rollins and his goons.
I wouldn't put it past that. I'd actually kind of like to see that. Because I was say Cena and Rollins have a history too. I remember back when I first started watching. Actually, they had a rivalry going on. When Seth Rollins was part of the Authority, and the only way for John Cena and his team to keep their job was to win at Survivor Series, which they did.
I think the difference between Rollins and Punk and Rollins and Cena is that hatred between Rollins and Punk.
Is real.
That's real. That is
Oh yeah,
wholeheartedly
no,
100% genuine.
oh absolutely. Like
These two guys do not like
that's
each other.
that's public knowledge.
And they are not quiet about it. Like they have no problem making it publicly known that they hate each other.
So that being said, how many jobs can you say you genuinely hate one of your coworkers and you can beat the shit out of said coworker and not lose your job?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I think a lot of us have that animosity towards a coworker to where we wish we could just, take them into the break room or, you know, wherever and beat the shit out of them.
I've had coworkers like that in the past, yeah.
Oh, I've had coworkers like that too.
I can't at the present moment say I have any, because I don't. But John Cena, I mean, it's no surprise. I saw it coming. I knew John Cena was going to retain. He's going to hang on to this title. I guarantee you he's doing exactly what CM Punk said he was doing, following in his footsteps. Because when CM Punk left,
he left with the title.
He left with the title.
Oh yeah.
He's following in CM Punk's footsteps. I mean,
Now,
he went as far as like essentially stealing his pipeline, or his pipe bomb on SmackDown a couple weeks ago.
The question is Hunter going to allow Cena to do what Vince allowed Punk to do? Because if you remember, at the time, McMahon was still in charge when Punk decided, I'm not going to renew my contract. I'm going to go out with this championship.
Yeah.
So the question is Hunter going to allow him to do that?
I mean, the rumor mill going around is saying that Vince McMahon is still secretly running the WWE through Triple H, which would explain why there's been such poor booking lately.
Oh yeah, the booking has been absolute dog shit lately.
Like, what the fuck happened? Triple H, like, you were doing so good a couple years ago. Like, it's like he got complacent and you know and it's fucked up that he said in an interview that why do you got to be critics? Just enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. Don't be critics. It's kind of hard not to be a fucking critic. Do you know why?
When bookings have gone to shit and shows have gone to shit and you're like,
I put time and energy into watching this product. I've put money into watching this product. I think I have a right. I think as wrestling fans have the right to be critics because we put money into this.
Oh yeah. And I mean, honestly, there are a lot of people that are unhappy with the fact that Jey Uso keeps getting shit on. I mean,
His title reign should not have ended like the way it did.
No. I mean, his last title runs.
The way he lost to Gunther that night on Monday Night Raw, 48 hours after having a tag team match, was not the smartest idea.
Well, it's like I said, I saw it coming. I hate to say it, but I saw it coming because Jey is he's doing too much. He's he's trying to consistently be a people pleaser.
Yeah.
Whereas Gunter's mind mentality is fuck the fans, fuck the press conferences. I'm here to whip people's asses, win titles, make money, and go home.
He's there to make money, not make friends.
Exactly.
Now, my next thing is so we forgot to do the transition. We have since moved on from the Night of Champions into our what we want to hear, what we want to see next. But I think I saw watched a clip of an interview that Goldberg had done. Bill Goldberg had sat down with someone, and since it seems like the title might be on the line at Saturday night's main event on July 12th. And I forget who he was being interviewed by, but the interviewer had said, "Well, what if you win the world title?" And Bill's response was, "Well, then that's quite the dilemma. Because this is his retirement match. If he wins, he's taking that title home with him."
Well, we all know that if Bill wins the title, he's not retiring because, he's not going to want to go out like that. He's not going to want to win the title and then hang up his boots. We all know. Anybody who knows how Bill Goldberg operates and anybody who knows what kind of a champion Bill Goldberg has been throughout his career, he's not going to just walk away if they give him the title. He's going to stick around and he's going to help that next generation look good and come up and just, be the Bill Goldberg that everybody knows Bill is, which, would I love to see Goldberg have one last title run? Absolutely. Do I think it's realistically going to happen? No way in hell.
No.
I don't see Gunter dropping the title to Goldberg. I just don't see it.
Fair enough.
And then plus, Goldberg's in his 50s? Gunter's a lot younger, a lot better shape. It's not going to be pretty for Bill.
Yeah, no, it's this being Bill Goldberg's retirement match. I can agree with you. I don't see Goldberg winning the title at Saturday night's main event.
I'll tell you who I want to see. Tell you who I want to see the title off of Goldberg.
Who do you want to see take the title off Goldberg?
Karrion Kross.
Ooh.
Imagine Karrion Kross and Gunther in a no disqualification, anything goes match.
Dude, that'd be such a bloodbath.
It would be. And then you add Scarlett to them. That is one diabolical woman.
Yes.
Scarlett is by far one of the most diabolical, women, just some of the ideas and some of the thoughts that she puts into Karrion's head. It's scary.
It really is. Now, I am really hoping that with how shitty the booking has been lately, I really, really hope that the Wyatt Six don't get. They haven't since they've been back, they haven't really done anything. So it, I'm firmly convinced that Vince is talking in Hunter's ear because they're being booked just like Bray Wyatt was when Vince was still in charge.
Well, the other thing though too is if you look back at the tag team division on SmackDown for the last 6 months to a year,
Yeah,
almost every single tag team was hurt, like, consistently. It was, you never had a full men's roster tag team because you'd always
true.
have 2 or 3 teams out at the same time. I
Which is
think
more the reason why they should be the tag team titles, because they have more than 2 members.
right, but also you had the Wyatt Six who were out with quote unquote injuries as well.
Yes.
You know, I think now that with the tag team division at its strongest, and with the caliber of teams that they have on the roster right now,
Mhm.
I think we'll start seeing the Wyatts more.
I really hope so. I really wish they would move them over to Raw, simply because I don't have a way to watch Friday Night SmackDown. I can only look up the highlights.
Do they not have USA Network out there?
We don't have cable,
Oh, okay.
but I will
I'll tell you
say,
what, though, if they ever did decide to move them to Raw, right off the bat, they ever move them to Raw, right off the bat, give me the Viking Raiders versus the Wyatts, or the Wyatt Six.
yes.
To be more
Yes.
specific, give me Dexter Loomis and Eric Rowan versus Ivar and Eric.
Yeah, I refuse to call them the War Raiders. I liked the Viking Raiders better. That poor tag team has gone through too many name changes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But that being said, I would like to introduce a brand new segment we are going to call Guess the Wrestler. Now, this is a tribute to an old friend of mine. I've mentioned him on this show before. Chewy, miss you, buddy. This is going to be a tribute to you, buddy. And I just miss the days he would just call me randomly during the day and do like a quick couple rounds of Guess the Wrestler. Now, Joe, you have been a WWE fan for a lot longer than I have.
1995.
I can only say I have been a regular watcher of WWE for at least 10 years. This year was my 10th WrestleMania. My first was WrestleMania 31. So you are going to have a lot more material for this segment than I. That being said, would you do the honors of going first?
So you want me to
Kick us
Okay.
off, man. So I should probably explain the rules. So, you think of a wrestler, and then I guess we would guess. Here, Yeah, do you have a wrestler in mind?
Oh yeah, I've got a couple of them.
Okay. Pick one to start.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to try and get this in 10 guesses or less. Male or female?
Male.
Okay. Dead or alive?
Alive.
Alive. Former world champion?
Yes.
Okay. Currently active?
No.
No. Okay. Active in the 2010s?
No.
Active in the 2020s?
No.
Okay, so back further. Active in the 2000s?
No.
So active in the 90s?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, shit. I've lost count of how many guesses that was. I'm going to... Oh, man.
I could give you a clue if you know who I'm talking about.
We'll make that one... just one lifeline. One lifeline.
Okay.
What's one clue that you can give me that won't give it away?
Carries around a stick.
Okay. Is this the boogeyman?
No.
No. Okay. Ooh. Are we talking about Godfather? The Godfather?
Nope.
No. Shit. All right. I'm pretty sure I went over 10. That's let's so yeah, I'm probably gonna kick myself. Who was the wrestler you had in mind?
Oh.
Who?
Oh, Jesus. The very first Royal Rumble winner, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Okay. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. All right. Yeah, I would have never guessed that.
He carries
All
around
right.
a piece of wood and goes, oh, with his thumb in the air.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. All right. Let me gather my wrestler. I've got it. I've got one in mind.
Okay, male or female?
Male.
Dead or alive?
Alive?
Currently active?
No.
Okay. Is this person a former champion of any kind?
I don't believe so.
So never held a title of any sort?
Never held the title of any sort.
Okay. Active in the 2000s?
No.
Okay. Were they a mid-carder?
You could say that.
Okay.
In a way. Yeah, in a way, yes. In a way, yes.
Okay. Were they a face or a heel?
Heel.
Okay. Active in the 90s?
No.
So not active in the 90s, not active in the 2000s. a mid-carder, a heel, not a champion of any kind. Were they a manager at any point?
Ish.
Manager-ish.
More of a sidekick.
More of a sidekick. I know I'm going to be dead wrong, but Tomko?
No.
Okay.
You're gonna kick yourself when if you figure it out. If you don't figure it out.
Were they WWE, ECW?
WWE specifically.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, I got nothing.
I'll give you a hint. He has ties to Green Shirt Guy.
Ties to Green Shirt Guy. I don't have a clue.
James Ellsworth.
Oh.
The Chinless Wonder.
Yeah, you know what? Nobody really gave two flying shits about James Ellsworth.
He was. I thought he was funny, but I also didn't really care for Carmella at the time. But well, that was our newest segment, Guess the Wrestler. Joe, do you have any closing thoughts?
It's going to be interesting to see Monday Night Raw tomorrow. We're getting Sheamus and Rusev.
Oh man, that's going to be so good.
And after their little, backstage, segment where Sheamus called Rusev the weakling of the Nation of Legions or whatever they were, should make it interesting. The League of Nations or whatever it was.
League of Nations, yeah, that was back in the 2010.
It was way back there, but so it should be for an interesting matchup tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, the 2015s actually.
And then we got
2010s.
Got the New Day going against the Judgment Day for the title, so that should be a fun match.
Hell yeah.
So.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, so I want to say thank you to Oversoul for editing this podcast. You can hear him on our main show, The Overcast, on the same podcast feed, or you can find him on YouTube at Oversoul Gaming, where you can also find the visual for this show. Thank you to PodServe FM for hosting us, and to Epidemic Sound for the music, and to you, the audience, because podcasts don't work without people to listen to them. Thank you for listening. You can find me at The Gaming Fiend on all the things. The Gaming Fiend 1. Sorry. Joe, where can people find you?
They can. I don't do... I'm not real big on social media, so...
Fair enough. So you can find him right here on this show going forward. This has been Nick and Joe's Wrestling Recaps. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.